Thanks to Greg at EgoSoft for providing me with the keys to the X4 Tides of Avarice, Cradle of Humanity, and Split Vendetta expansions. Space. It's pretty big, and there's a lot of it. These are the voyages of Captain Saka. My mission? To start with one ship and 10,000 credits, and make a name for myself. Will I trade? Will I fight? I don't know. But join me, won't you? This is X4, a roleplay series. Saka's log, 8250218. Our friend Dagobus had information that Brantley North River, the man who corners the market on Protectrion, has a private yacht, and we can go meet him to try to get a small sample of Protectrion. We gave Bozo Ta the condensate sample to research, and it was above his means. We made a wager with Brantley that if we could win a race, he would reveal all of his secrets, so we outfitted the Excalibur with some racing engines. We gave ourselves the best chance of winning by making an identical medium ship and parking it next to the finish line. We would then teleport to the end and beat Brantley. As fast as we were, though, Brantley beat us in his yacht. Bozo Ta had the idea that he had to be using anomalies to jump from place to place, so we set out nav beacons. Alright, Mr. Slammer, remember we need 3 nav beacons, if you please. Hopefully they have some in stock. If not, this will be a really short trip. But welcome back, everyone. As you can see, Mr. Slammer is ready to pick up our nav beacons that we needed to head down to Avarice 5 Dead End. And once they are picked up, I will go ahead and tell Mr. Slammer to do this on his own. I will deploy civilian nav beacons. Kind of looks like they are overlapping. Sweet, so we might be able to save 1 nav beacon. Mr. Slammer, if you please, go ahead and proceed. And we'll see what Bozo can figure out once we get these nav beacons placed. And I'm keeping Mr. Slammer in charge just in case Avarice decides to go nuclear. Then he can flee and dock at the nearest station, and I don't really have to wait on him. Ain't that right, Mr. Slammer? That's what I'm talking about. Let's get to Avarice 5. For expediency's sake, I'll go ahead and take command. It's nothing against Mr. Slammer, of course. He is a very capable pilot. But in these asteroids, of course, he's a little bit careful, as he should be. Once again, not taking away from Mr. Slammer, but we can skirt these rocks a little bit better than he can and get these nav beacons down. We're approaching the first nav beacon drop zone now. All right, number 1 away. Deploy nav beacon. All right, number 2 deployed, and just for giggles, let me do a long-range scan and see if we can detect some sort of anomaly in this area, or we need to actually place down all 5 nav beacons, because while we're in here, it just says find anomaly, and then when I leave, it says place a nav beacon in all 5 zones. So I don't see anything as of now. I'll do one more scan just real quick. I heard a ping. Aha! I see purple. Now I wonder if this is the anomaly, or Bozo's gonna be like, you know, this ain't the right anomaly. We need to find the correct one. So I'm gonna head in this direction. It could be like a data vault too, as far as that's concerned. But we'll see what we got up here. Aha, coming in view of an anomaly.
Entering system. Scale plate clean.
Okay, where are we now? Oh crap, this is a Xenon sector. Okay, so there's a Xenon shipyard. Yeah, let's go back to where we came from. Yep, Xenon have found us, but luckily...
Entering system. Memory of Prophet.
Now where are we? Oh man, we're in Memory of Prophet. Okay, so I don't know if going back through that is a good idea, but I certainly don't want to spend all my time flying all around here. I mean, for science, right? Let's give it a try. Once more into the breach, good friends.
Entering system. Nopalia's fortune.
All right, Nopalia's fortune. All right, so that's even further away. All right, one more again. All right, Mr. Slammer, if you please, go ahead and make your way back with the next nav beacon. And yeah, I couldn't find the anomaly to get back. So we're here in Napoleon's Fortune, and just a jump to there, shoot on over across past our headquarters, and then we gotta go the long way around for sure. Okay, so I'll see you when we get back to Avarice. Maybe by then the star will explode and then we'll be good when we come back. Now that is a lot of Xenon coming from Family Zen, that is for sure. So yeah, Family Zen, pretty much a lost cause, but you know, it's something that our fleet could do in the future. And speaking of fleets, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that the battle group has taken out that Xenon shipyard, and they might actually be on their way. Aha, so they're attacking the Xenon defense platform. So, do we break off and assist and get rid of this defense platform and then onto the amplifier station, call up the Tiger's Claw and tell them to go? You know, it might not be a bad thing to do. We'll have Mr. Slammer continue his path, but I mean, that was a thread from long ago there, getting the amplifier taken care of. All right, yeah, let's get the Tiger's Claw in here. All right, next up, we will tell it to attack there. Tiger's Claw should start moving. All right, so they'll be going through Windfall, down past Silent Witness, and then jumping straight from Hatikva's Choice, flying right by Fort Brock, and through Tharka's Cascade. Hopefully they won't get hit by that Xenon defense platform, but it kind of looks like someone is attacking that as well. And while we're waiting on the Tiger's Claw to get there, Mr. Slammer has made his way back to Avarice, and just one jump away and we can put those nav beacons back. And one thing that I noticed was when I did pull up close to the anomaly, we were supposed to put a nav beacon, and we accidentally flew through the anomaly. So I think I will go back to where that anomaly was and not fly through, but put down a nav beacon and see if Bozo's happy with that. So yes, indeed, it is marked as an unstable warp anomaly, which it now disappeared, but we kind of know where it is. Yeah, let's do our full scan here. It should be right in front of us. Or at least it was. All right, got one. And we are not going to fly through. All right, so let's deploy our nav beacon here. If anything, pick it up.
Connection established.
Oh, I gotcha. So the first one we put down is not good enough. So we do need a nav beacon next to every little anomaly. Gotcha. So when we get there, yeah, we have to go anomaly hunting. Makes sense. All right, so that is one. And let me go back to this other nav beacon and pick it back up and do it proper. And speaking of which, in Tharka's Cascade, right off of Fort Brock, there is the battle group waiting on the Tiger's Claw to come, and there is the Tiger's Claw right there, jumping in. My, what a sight. Can't really see it, but it's there. And good thing that they also see some Xenon, so nice. There's the King opening fire as well. Cool. All right, beacon number 2.
Connection established.
Awesome, thanks, Bozo. All right, next nav beacon going down.
I can confirm that this beacon has started transmitting data.
Nice, thanks, Bozo. Only 2 more to go.
Good to have you back. I'll make my way over to you.
Sure thing, Haley. So we are here in Savage Spur, in system. The Spear of Odin isn't even taking any shield damage, but we do have our destroyers here ready to go. If anything, let me remove all orders and just do an attack targets in range order. And then we can get these fighters taken care of, and then the Spear of Odin and our fighter group can start taking care of this defense platform. All right, Miss Nakano, direct them as needed. And yes, indeed. So there is the Spear of Odin letting loose with its main primary cannon. Now that we got the little guys off, I think the Asgard will do well to destroy these stations, and then we can get to the amplifier. Outstanding. It looks like our ships are going to be able to provide fighter support for the Spear of Odin. Unfortunately, Odin isn't firing. Woo! Look at Delilah's swan song go. We need the Spear of Odin to warm up and start attacking that station and not pay so much attention to the little guys. We've got the little guys, no worries. And I also don't want my destroyers to get right up next to that station because, I mean, drones, I don't know if they've used their drones already, but we should make very light work of the fighter escort. Ooh, the Spear of Odin with the big boom. Yeah, I don't know what the recharge... Oh! I don't know what the recharge time on that thing is. Oh, Tiger's Claw going to town as well. Yeah, those little guys didn't stand a chance against our Tokyo carrier. And yeah, coming at it from all sides, our destroyers are getting a nice perimeter around and staying out of range from any graviton turrets that may be there. Meanwhile, the Tiger's Claw picking off the little guys right by the gate. All right, next nav beacon going down.
No, no, no! I'm afraid to say this whole experiment seems to have been an exercise in futility. None of
Why is
these
that,
anomaly
bozo?
measurements have yielded conclusive results. Their readings are entirely chaotic. At least this experiment has allowed me to reinforce my conclusion, namely that we know next to nothing about the anomalies, and that further study is required. What is obvious, however, is that these anomalies are way too unpredictable to be used as a reliable means of transportation from one set point to another.
Yeah, we kind of figured that out.
I am sorry to hear that this endeavor was unsuccessful.
Me too,
Something
Dagobus.
just occurred to me, though.
What's that?
25 years ago, just after the tide first arose and the conditions in the Avarice system worsened, a team of nomad scientists set up a small research station to study the phenomenon. These scientists were stranded here when the network cut the system off. While the vast majority of the Riptide Rakers took shelter from the tide among asteroids, the scientists pushed deeper into the system, hoping to identify the cause of the tide. I do not think they ever made the breakthrough they were looking for. All I know is that they eventually went bankrupt and left, or died by the tide, or by criminals looking to cannibalize their equipment. Remnants of their old station remain, although naturally it is now entirely non-functional.
But we can go check it out, right?
Although their research did not ultimately amount to much, you might be able to salvage something which could point us in the right direction.
Fair enough.
Indubitably
Right, where are we
a
heading?
fine idea. We might as well, since I have run out of ideas on this particular subject.
All right, remnants of the derelict observatory in Avarice 1. Where is the... Okay, so it is in Avarice. What I will do is I will, for the time being, tell Mr. Slammer to dock up at this defense platform and wait.
Can I help?
Affirmative.
Yep, prepare to dock,
Activating travel.
because we have some big fish to fry. Let's get back to Savage Spur. All right, Miss Tanaka, good spacing indeed. This is just like before. Remember when we took the last power station? Let's just do that again. Ah, it's a beautiful sight. A line of destroyers. Tiger Claw back at the gate, holding off any little fighters that may try to come through. Yeah, those peas don't stand a chance. And I like the spacing. I like how they are flying. And of course, the Spear of Odin back there doing its thing. And Miss Tanaka making her strafing runs. I may take control of Delilah's Swan Song to sort of help this along, but I'm liking the spacing of our Phoenix Vanguards, that's for sure. All right, some out-of-system fighting. The Xenon defense platform is destroyed, and the Spear of Odin is heading to the amplifier station, or at least should in a perfect world. They kind of look off sequence a bit, but might as well get the Tiger's Claw on down there. All right, let's attack that amplifier station. Hopefully that's where the Spear of Odin is heading. And also, we have Haley Shinneman in his Gumption's Gambit and his fellow wingman as well. A few Xenon are trying to pick up the pieces here, but we're going to watch this yellow line. Hopefully, he doesn't get distracted and head to the Xenon power plant. So let's set sights on that amplifier station. Amplifier station inside. Of course, Delilah's Swan Song is going to lead the charge, passing the Hemlock and the Lily. But there is the King not too far away, and the Tiger's Claw shouldn't be too far behind either. The only question I have is the Spear of Odin. So is that Asgard going to come over here and try to hit this amplifier station, or is the Hemlock going to try to, tell you what, fly and wait here, remove this order, just turn around, please. We don't want you being the hero. We've learned from Delilah's Swan Song not to jump too far into things. And we'll see if Mr. Shinneman's group can do the work as well. Right, Delilah's Swan Song up. I don't know what this thing has for as far as defenses go, but we are opening fire.
The Yankees don't like it movement. Here they come.
Yeah, it is a good thing we brought some heavy ships. A lot of Xenon are coming in. Luckily, I don't think they'll be able to really penetrate our shields, especially since we've got plenty of coverage from our destroyers and all of those turrets as well. And it is a smorgasbord of just a sheer amount of weaponry. Why are they shooting at that asteroid for? Is that a Xenon asteroid that I should know about? Looks like a lot of wasted firepower to me. And here come the Xenon as well. A lot of fire to our underbelly. But the King and the Hemlock side by side. Oh, perhaps there were some Xenon ships behind the old asteroid. Yeah, so far so good. Shields holding on our destroyers. Amplifier station is almost blown to smithereens. Yeah, we almost got it. There's only one section left of the amplifier station, I believe. And we didn't even need the Spear of Odin. We just sort of used the Spear of Odin to plow the road for us. And once this amplifier station is destroyed, we are going to beat feet, that is for sure. Nice, and Mr. Shinneman doing the work in the Gumption's Gambit. That's really cool to see. Mr. Shinneman is still up, and he has shields. Yeah, there goes basically all of the Xenon fighters. It's just now down to the amplifier station.
Awaiting orders.
Sorry, Kendai. All right, we need to get out of here, that is for sure. And no place like home. Tell the Tiger's Claw to get to Sokka's sweet shipyard. Time to make our escape out of here. Don't worry, Kendai, we are moving. All right, all ships are hopefully engaging their travel drive line abreast, even though we're going to try to plow right through this amplifier station. We're going to avoid the Yaki base and the Xenon shipyard and wharf as best we can. We just need to get back to friendly territory. And of course, Miss Tanaka is on the gas. Let's go. All right, sweet. There goes a Phoenix Vanguard out of the system. There goes the Tiger's Claw as well. And thankfully, we still have backup. Delilah's Swan Song is next to the Lily and the King. So as we destroy these ships and try to get our travel drive going, we'll have some help to get these fighters off of our backs. But the, I was gonna say, what happened to the Tiger's Claw? It kind of looks like the Nightshade and the Hemlock got knocked out of travel drive, but as long as the Tiger's Claw makes it out, the rest will follow. All right, Miss Tanaka on the gas. We are catching up to the King right in front of us, as you can see. So that only leaves the Lily behind with two fighters. hopefully the Moonfang and the other allies here can help take care of this Kurakami so the Lily can get back up to travel drive and get out of here. Tiger's Claw is almost out of the system. What's up, Cinnamon?
Well, look how that turned out. To me, it seems like we've done enough good deeds for one lifetime, huh? Yeah,
Right.
Since you seem to have things under control, I guess I'll subject myself to your command now. Wing leader.
Oh, very cool. So Mr. Cinnamon is part of us, huh? Well, Mr. Cinnamon, I would love to have you on the Tiger's Claw, if you please. Go ahead and intercept for Commander Alpha. All right, so Mr. Cinnamon should be on his way back shortly. And our Terran friends can take care of any Xenon coming through the gate while we wait on the Lily. All right, Hemlock trying to come through. Let's see if they get through this Xenon blockade, as it were. As long as the Hemlock pops out to the other side, then, yeah, we expected that the Hemlock sort of get jumped, but one little jump later, and the Antigone can go to town on any Xenon that follows the Hemlock through. Come on, Hemlock, get through that gate. Meanwhile, bringing up the rear, the Lily will jump right through. Sweet, and some Antigone are going to antagonize the Xenon, so we'll see if the Lily can make the jump as well. Should be free and clear with that Antigone help, and bam, we are now one big happy fleet once again. All right, Tiger's Claw, if you please, head to Sokka's Sweet Shipyard in Argon Prime, and then we can take a look at anything else that needs to be repaired, because certainly a lot of things do. So the shipyard may get very busy very soon. And the Gumption's Gambit is here on the medium landing pad here on our carrier. And there is Mr. Cinnamon, our 5-star pilot, outstanding. We might actually assign you to another ship there, Haley. Or if you would like to take command of the Tiger's Claw, that's cool too. But in the meantime, I will, off-camera work, do all the repairs on all of our ships, make sure, oh wow, Delilah Swansong had a bad time. But make sure that all of our ships are repaired up and combat ready, and then we'll be picking up where we left off down there in Avarice to see exactly what this derelict station has in store. So a successful day today. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.